Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Wednesday. Y'all already know where I'm headed. Take me to Asha. A good early morning appointment. I think it was all that she had left, so I took it and I needed it, and I'm grateful because I sure didn't even know that I had booked it because it didn't make it on my calendar. And if she had not sent out that reminder, that's why I tell you to turn on your notifications. That is not what I meant to say. But while you're here, if you have not hit the subscribe button, go ahead and hit it. Join us up here on the phone where we're just unfolding this thing called life. But when you're scheduling your appointments, just turn on your email and text message reminders. It helps everybody just so that you don't forget, and you end up paying for a session that you don't go to or you never can ever return to. One or the other. I dropped a vlog last night. Not even gonna lie, that bad boy felt good to just put it together and to post. And then my tail got in the bed with my mother and watched it again. Although yesterday was a tough day. Like, whoo, you know, the day is tough when you don't even want to recap it. But you also know that the day is tough when you recap it, when you're watching the playback and it makes you cry all over again, bruh. I mean, when I tell you I am carrying that, like I'm walking out the house, don't have a session today now. Mom's like, you got everything you need? I'm not going to a session. I'm going to Asha. She's like, oh, my bad. Like, it's all of those things. It's the things that change you for the better or the worse. I don't know which way you want to put it, but it definitely changes how you move and what's the name? Like when I tell you I have a stack of batteries right now that I have, no lie, put through the battery charger that's in my office at the house just so that I can know. I know that none of them are blinking right now. None of them are blinking, but it's all solid, fully charged. But that's where my mind is now. Oh, one more thing that you need to, and then the what am I trying to say? Golly, I knew the light was gonna turn yellow. And then the charger that I was ordering, it's on back order. They was like, oh, it should be here. Golly, maybe let's stop there hard. It should be here. It should be back in stock on the 17th, I think. And I'm just like, okay, whenever it gets here, just go ahead and ship it to me. But now I'm wanting a portable, and it's just like, this should not be like this, but it is. It is. And I'm just like, okay. But it's that moment there. You don't want to, you don't even want to recap. And I was like, bruh, every time I get to that one part, y'all did not catch the ugly tears. Y'all did see some ugly ones. But when I was like, I just had to cry out with my mama, baby, it was there. And I was just like, okay, breathe. Like, I felt the panic attack coming on, and it was just like, you got to breathe through it. Breathe through it. Like, it ain't nothing. It's pull over on the side of the road, catch your breath, because you ain't trying to have a whole moment. Oh my gosh, it was that. And it's like, I want to send another I'm sorry message. I want to send a gift card to, because it's their time. And I get it, and I can't stand playing with people's time. But then the book I'm reading this morning was like, we have to stop over apologizing for moments if your sincerity was there. And I was like, why did you have to say this to me this morning? Like, I didn't need you to say this right now, because I sure want to drop her another gift card. Like, I don't know. But it's like, okay, so all of the batteries are there. Like, I've had this happen with a memory card before. But with a memory card, you can wipe that bad boy and pray that you got everything off of that card. A battery not being charged, and I said, okay. And then as I'm going, how many more batteries did I find? 4 more. So I have a total of 9 batteries. Another one has been ordered along with the charger. But it's just like, And then how I have overplayed it in my head. Like, by the time my 4th friend was like, how was your day? All I put was horrible. And I left it right there. And I was like, please don't ask what happened. Please don't. Because at this point, I can't run this through no more. I really can't. And it don't mean that our friendship ain't nothing serious, because a friendship is definitely serious. It's the fact that I ain't got it. I don't have it. So yeah, I was just like, all right. And now I'm triple checking for school pictures tomorrow. So it's like, make sure you got all your stuff together. We're not playing no games. I have my list in my phone because I'm about to swing by the studio when I finish here to make sure I have everything. And I'm just like, all right. Here we go. Here we go. So yeah, it felt good to put that vlog together last night. Minus the emotions that came back up with it. I am excited for this mini series that I'm trying to pull together. I think for me, I'm so used to dropping stuff the same day that to make something and hold it feels so weird, because then I feel like I'm talking about it but you ain't seen it yet. So it's like I gotta find my balance of that. And then the other part of it for me is this a cop? Please don't let it be a cop, Lord. Let me just fall back. I don't think so. The other part of this for me is I feel like some of the content I have already talked about, but it might not have been in depth. But me mentioning it one time feels like, oh, that's good enough for this. And it's like, no, because as much as you can tag or tell somebody to go watch something else, it more than likely won't do what it needs to do. And so it is okay to do a repeat. In my mind, I'm like, bro, if somebody's been here the whole time, they're like, girl, why are you telling the same thing all over again? It's like, we have new people that join along the way, which is the same technique that Kev was talking about. Although I have been following him for so many years, and even with the podcast tour that he's been on this whole year, the majority of these stories, I can finish them myself because I've heard them that many times, but it didn't make me turn it off. It didn't make me stop watching it. So it's like, okay, give yourself grace. I am in this place where I'm trying to be a little easier on myself. I know I be setting some high expectations for myself, but it's like, I done had these expectations since I was a kid. Like, my parents was like, we know what you can do, so we don't expect nothing less than this. So then when you get to college and you have a class that's beating your behind, and instead of dropping it, you push through it only to get a D and still fail the class, like that right there messed me all the way up. And it was like, I questioned everything. Like, that was too many days of tears all because of this moment. It's like, no. And that's why I encourage my girls now. Drop the class now. Just drop it. Yes, you're gonna have to do hard things. But if you see the trajectory of this class, go ahead. Do it now. This ain't it. This ain't it. Only for you to have to then go back and retake the class all over again. That doggone. I believe it was economics. I think economics is what took me down. But here we are, just rambling. I had threw away my hoops last night, like they were starting to peel. And I was like, Brittany, why do you hold on? Why do you order something and then you hold on to the old thing? And I was like, okay. So I threw them in the trash. So I popped out these, but these feel like they came from Dollar Mania, and I paid 3 times what I would have paid. No, I paid 13 times what I would have paid at Dollar Mania. So yeah, and I know I'm outside of my return window, but I'm just like, y'all ain't even got no weight on you. At least my other ones had some makes you feel like it was gonna sustain you. We gonna see how long these last. Asha got me back, and I am grateful because I told y'all, I just told her, I was like, I was gonna figure something out, and if it didn't work last night, I was going to try again today. But also, I ain't had the energy to try last night. But all things was working together for my good, and I'm grateful. So yeah, I'm about to go and drop off this photo order and pick up the ones that they have. Then I'm going by the studio, grab everything I need for tomorrow. I got my list going. And then I'm going to the house and check on my mama, and I'll be with her. I think we're gonna watch a movie. If she don't have a headache, we'll watch a movie. I want to take her to the movies to see Sarah's Oil, but I gotta make sure, because baby, it ain't nothing but a work for me to bring her a pillow to keep her foot elevated. But I also don't want that baby in that movie theater snoring. So I'm just like, we gotta make sure she ain't sleepy. I can see it now. She just back there. Be like, Mom, wake up. You loud. Ain't nothing like some good movie theater sleep. But like, I really just pay this money to go to sleep. And did. I had messaged my friend yesterday. I was like, when did Lakeshore turn into AMI? Because I'm looking and I said, what these letters mean? It felt like they was missing some things, some letters. But no, that's the name of the school. And she sent me a board meeting where it was approved. And I was like, how is this 2019? But I also have not been over this area. Yeah, I hadn't been over in this area since my grandmother passed. We used to always be around here. She had her apartment. But now, I'm like, so I had no clue. The Lakeshore was no longer a school. But I also now want to look it up and see what the principal of Lakeshore is. Because that was one of Daddy's. Him and Dad started off at the same school. I'm like, I hope he's still around. But he also could have retired. So that's all the things. All of the things. I shall pick y'all up a little bit later. It's that moment when somebody wants you to explain something to them that it don't matter. My no is my no. Point blank, period. Y'all, I'm behind a sand truck and it sounds like it's legit raining. It's the rain and sand. Hallelujah. Oh, sorry. Ooh, I wouldn't have did that move, but okay. Hold on, let me just come back around. Bruh, can y'all hear it? Y'all may not be able to hear it. That thing legit sound like some rain was hitting a car. And it's sunny days. Everybody knows. Okay, back to what we were talking about. It's irritating when someone needs you to explain your no. We're talking about friends, okay? The purpose of me telling you that after a certain day, that you can still order online. You just have to pay the shipping, okay? But why can't you just place this order? Because I'm also having to pay the shipping, but because I'm using a big dog printer, there's a minimum order that I will pay. I can order one 8x10. I'm still paying the minimum order for the people. That's their standard. And my standard is that you order your stuff with everybody else. Or you order online and you pay the $5 to get it shipped to your house. Yes, I know it's going to take 12 to 21 days is the the terms and conditions. But you can also pay $12.99 and have it expedited. Do I ever want to pay $12.99? I don't. But also, I have paid $12.99 because I needed to get somebody's order there. And it's just like, this is not what we're doing. But I set a deadline, you didn't meet the deadline. I'm giving you another option, but you want me to order? So you telling me you want me to be out of $5 because you didn't meet your deadline? I don't think it's fair. Because my minimum order is less than the order that you ordering. Period. And I did not give her this full story. It's just like, you over here asking me why. Why? This is why I feel like a black mama, because I said so. And that wasn't rude or disrespectful. That was like, no. I came and picked up everybody else on a certain day. And I get it. It don't always line up how it needs to line up. But I still am giving you the option to order it online. Yes, your $20 order would not be $25. But that's also the minimum that my order is as well. That moment when you know that you're corny, but then somebody else says it and make it be like, maybe I am corny. She was like, oh, that win. I was like, that win is winning. She was like, Brittany, you're corny. And I am. Point blank, period. I really am. I just drove down the street that I don't think I've ever driven down all the way. Like, I normally stop at one point and then I'm taking another turn. But it was it was a deaf agency and something else that I had never seen before in our area. The Highland neighborhood is just a point blank. Brittany, quit smacking. I have been smacking more and more. What makes you smack more? Because I feel like I hadn't heard it, and then all of a sudden it was like, smack this, smack that. Why is that funny to me? But I'm like, quit smacking, little girl. Alright. I feel like I have everything that I need. I'll do one more run through when I get to the house. But I know I got chargers and batteries and lights, backdrop, reflector stand. I need to put the backdrop stand in my car. Ooh, let me show y'all my daycare backdrop. I'm not a full lover of it, but they're gonna love it. And so when you know that they'll love it, I'm gonna love it. Only thing I want to order is a teddy bear to match. And baby, we'll be in there like swimwear. Brenda, remember to insert that bad boy right here. Cause y'all know me, I'll forget in a heartbeat. Ain't it cute? It's real kid-ish. But we at a daycare. We're at daycares, and I'm not doing anybody over the age of 8. Daycare is not 8, but it's my youngers. And so I think I had fun with the gingerbread house. I'd be forgetting how many backdrops I have, and that'd be a problem. Because I was looking at something, and I was like, Brittany, you forgot about this one. And I did. I really, really did. Today does not feel like Wednesday. Today feels like Thursday. This week felt long. But I'd be forgetting that I have the cherry backdrop in my cart just because of Saturday's cherry session. And it's like, should I order it just to have, just in case? But this has been my first cherry one. And cherries were out of season. So I bought fake cherries. And although they came late, I'm keeping them. So now I have my cherries, my strawberries, my watermelons, my lemons. I don't think I've ever done an orange session. So I have all of those fruit, but it's like you just stockpile your stuff. But you also gotta remember to organize it, because I was proud of myself because of, I gotta show y'all the pictures from last night. That doggone baking backdrop, I had showed Asha because I started editing them while I was underneath the dryer. And she loved them. And then one of my other clients, who was also her client, her mama was there. She was like, Brittany, have you seen this backdrop? She's like, I just met the other Brittany. It's us with the Brittany. but I was able to put my hand on everything. Only thing I don't like was the tablecloth from yesterday, but it was all I had because I haven't bought the table. I haven't bought the table for the thing. But then I'm also like, let me ask my big bro if he got anything that's gonna match the color brown. I didn't even take a picture of it, but I should have a good picture on my phone. Sorry, welcome to my brain dump. But then I'm also like, the power of social media. All I gotta tell them is what I need, because the reality is if they find me the wood that I need, all we gotta do is put legs on it and we got a table, and then we can throw some garland around this thing and we good to go. Because I know that I want simplistic because it's gonna get dusty. The other thing that I learned yesterday is if we blow flour, then I need to have just damp, wet towels there. But like that's the stuff my mama will be on point with, because 10-minute sessions with 10-minute sessions with 10 minutes to reset and recover is what matters in this moment. Because I was like, I didn't give Santa a good break. Because I literally got him going back to back to back for 3 hours. But see, this is also where your mindset is so used to you not selling out and you having a larger chunk for him to shake back and recover. But he also won't be in his full Santa regalia because we're going baking and he's doing his baking outfit. So that's a little bit. I have not checked on my mom in an hour. Sorry, girl. Is this a dog? Oh no, that's a baby doll. Okay. I did check on her an hour ago. I checked on her 30 minutes ago. Look at me doing better than I thought. And I need to do a bulk order of cookies because Brittany thought I had baked them. She's like, I know you be baking. I was like, I do, but I didn't bake those. I got those from Walmart, so I can do the big batch. But I also know my mom, she's gonna wanna have something. But I'm like, let's just have candy and hot chocolate on the side and turn that around. I think I am gonna ask. One of my friends was like, I can help you on that day. I think I'm gonna go ahead and ask her, because if all I gotta do is focus on the people, mom can focus on them coming in. She can focus on when people check in that they're here. Mom will be the reset. Mrs. Claus gonna be there, so she gonna make sure that Santa good, that everybody's covered, and we in there. I gotta find the footage that I had from last year. It's like, to me, it's no point in posting it other than the fact that it's content. I got a check from Facebook the other week, 65 cents. I said, whoop, whoop, we getting somewhere. I just gotta be more consistent with posting on Figaro, because that's my monetized page on Facebook. But I said, come through 65. That means if I put some more work into it, we could put 2 zeros behind it. I have to get past that fear of what somebody's gonna say on Facebook and just post. Everybody got an opinion, just like everybody. Never mind. But for real. And so I just gotta do it. I was listening to Deb tell about content creation, and see, she does makeup, and that's one of those, baby, people be sensitive about the makeup, just like they be sensitive about kids. And she was like, you have to listen to your supporters. And that's the main thing, is identifying. If somebody is here to support you, they're going to let you know, yeah, do this. And they're also going to tell you what they want to see more of. It's on you to be like, I can or I can't give you what you want more of. Because I'm just like, I want to stay authentic to me, which is also the other part of this whole content creation thing, is when you're authentic to yourself, that's when brand alignments will work. I'm telling you, the day that we can come in and be like, y'all, I got a gluten-free brand to tell y'all about, I'm going to be so excited. And it's not that I'm trying to push something on you. It's another exciting thing for me in my world. Because I just found this, I think his name is Phil. I just found him on Facebook, and the video that popped up from him last night was about gluten-free wontons. And I was like, do you know how happy I would be? Because then I can ask my big bro to make me some egg rolls. Because we don't have many, we do have like spring roll wrappers, but a good wonton wrapper, baby, nah. Because then I can go and I can do my, there was something I did before I kept, what's the name? It's almost like a taco egg roll. My God, I have not had one in forever. But it's all of those little things. And so it's just like, I just want a good brand alignment. Be having stuff in the background and y'all don't even know that it's okay. Be like, one day. To just be authentically me. And it fits with the brand. And see, I was listening to my sister's podcast. And she was like, there's some people that when they get to the place where they want to be with content creation and they're making the money, then they no longer relate to the people that they started with, but the people are like, you've changed. And it's like, no, I had to start somewhere, but where I really wanted to be was buying Chanel bags. It's like, okay. And there's nothing wrong with where you want to be. Hear my heart when I say that. Be where you want to be. I'm telling y'all. My money goals ain't the same as everybody else's, and I get it. My money goals is we got this studio that is doing well, and we're able to bless, support, and grow people from just a dream into something major because they have an affordable space to do it in. That's where you, told y'all, I got the dream. I didn't tell y'all. Was it yesterday it came? Okay, so I had ordered maybe $110 worth of gluten-free things to take to the food bank. Okay, I'm all excited. I think it was 6 bags. I said, Mama, this feels like it ain't nothing. Like I told y'all, I got pallet dreams, but right now we finna start with where we at. I was like, but I do feel like I need to add another 100 for it to feel like anything worth anything. And I'm just like, okay, how can I do more? How can I give? Because I'm over here with options of what I could have for breakfast and somebody does not. And it's all those things. And I thought it was so sweet because Mom was coming, she ran to Kroger, and all I see is all these canned goods on the receipt. And I was like, what is she buying canned goods for? But I opened the pantry and they're not in there. And I was like, where are these canned goods? She was like, there was a troop outside that was helping the food bank. So I just got what I saw and I left my cart with them. But I asked them to give me my 3 bags that I actually shop for. And I'm like, girl, your little heart is so pretty. But it's how can we be a blessing? I think in my mind, everything is so grand. I want to be able to drop a pallet. I want to be able to meet this need. And it's like, unfortunately, at this point, I don't have the bands that I want to have, but I can't give you the 100 that I have. So I got to start somewhere. Then it's like, Brittany, if you would do what you're supposed to do or walk in your purpose, then you would have the money that's going to back you up. Just like somebody was talking about, it might have been to my sister's podcast. They was like, Mr. Beast, I don't know the man's name, Mr. Beast, I believe. She's like, this man got stupid money, but you always see him giving, and so it gives you a different perspective of the money. And I was like, that's a perspective on it all. Maybe we just in the car chatting today. why be the days that I don't have my contacts in that I want to then try the glasses? Can't log me in. Baby, why is we struggling right now? We should not be struggling. I have signed in. I had to go find my password first. Continue. Why you don't want me to let me be great? Brittany, why you can't find your own words? Someone is trying to log in. I know. Yes, it's me. Allow. So what I think I'm most excited about is being able to do a video while I'm doing a photo shoot. So it's like y'all getting my POV. It was funny because I was like, dang, my desk didn't look that junky until I saw it on camera. I was like, oh, you really are junky. But during the photo shoot, I think this is gonna be exciting. So I can't wait to report back, which I should have opened this yesterday and did it with yesterday's photo shoot. Actually, no, I shouldn't, because yesterday was enough by itself, period. So yeah. I love me some EOS, and I saw they had their holiday ones out, so I did peppermint. I got this one from Walmart, and I think Amazon had the caramel something. I already know if I don't love it, I know who to send it to. I'm not mad at it. I can't be handling like stupid strong scents. You'd be like, but I can handle that one. Notes of candy cane, marshmallow fluff, and sandalwood. We'll see, how some stuff will play well in a quick smell, but then after a minute, you'd be like, what is this? That's what I don't want it to be. But if it is, that's what it is. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Thursday. Y'all, I'm mad at myself because I forgot to make mom a sandwich. I know that she can do it. It's the fact that I forgot it. I'm so mad at myself. And if I turn around, I'm going to be late. I got out the house a minute early. So yeah, hopefully, I'm going to see what the schedule look like. Prayerfully, I can get a break and I can run to the house and make her a sandwich. All I need is 45 minutes break. All right, Brittany, you cannot let this ruin the day. We're starting off right. I got up 30 minutes early so that I can make sure I had all of her stuff ready. I am calm. I feel more confident in her stepping, especially since she has the walker now. The only thing I did not do was attach a basket to her walker, but she's putting on pants that has pockets, so she can put her phone in her pocket, and I put everything else out. I put her breakfast in foil, so all she gotta do is put it in the air fryer, and then turn right around to the counter and sit at the counter and eat. Or she can switch to the stick and have the breakfast in one hand and go sit on the couch. I got her extra water. I got her meds. I got her snacks. Then she said her friend was coming over, and I already know where my mom's mind goes when somebody comes over. So maybe that's when I forgot the sandwich altogether. Probably. She's like, can you empty my trash can? Yeah. So then I was like, let me go run and make sure the bathroom is right. Let me get everything off of the couch. Let me make sure that the washroom is clean. Everything that she's passing by. Because unfortunately, old people judge each other's house. But it's a fact, and I be like, that's the difference. Because baby, college days, baby, everybody was over. People was in your bedroom. Now I'd be like, yeah, you're not coming in my bedroom. It's all the things, but whatever. Okay, let's go put in this 8-hour day. I just pray it runs smoothly. I pray that the lighting is how that they want, because we're trying something new. I pray that I have somebody there to help me with this setup so they can make it quicker. We can get to the main point, the main thing. And if not, Lord, it's just me and you. Just the two of us. So yeah. All right. We're gonna have to listen to music in a minute to get me in this right spot. But I do feel confident in having everything that I need. How many batteries do we have today? We have 8. No games played. The only thing I don't have is a backup battery charger, but there's no way I'm going through 8 batteries. I'm not even gonna go through 1. I'm just not sure why you got over when it was less than a car length in front of us. And I hope you see me. May God bless you and keep you and get you to where you need to be safely in Jesus' name. Amen. We're not going through 8 batteries. I don't even go through a battery a day, which is, we're getting out for batteries. But when the charger come in, it's coming in the car with me, just so I can know that I am good. So yeah, we're gonna go listen to some music. Oh, I know what else I was talking about. So I was telling y'all yesterday that I am in the place where, like, I'm so used to recording content and producing it the same day that now that I'm holding content, it'd be like, I want to talk about it, but we ain't talked about it. And so, because we ain't talked about it, I'm just like, how we finna move? That's what I want to know. But in talking about it, again, one of the things that, like, it allows triggers to come back up, but also the triggers coming up is for you to acknowledge the trigger so that you can then take it and do what you need to do. And the one, don't lose your breakfast, little girl, conversation I was having yesterday was about silent breakups, and I'm using the grief cycle in the different places of, like, it's not just somebody in death. And I'm sitting there recording, and it was like, girl, catch your breath. I did not realize, are you gonna let me in? Because it doesn't feel like you're gonna let me in. Thank you. One, it was that moment of, oh, I've had more silent breakups than I honestly thought. And it'd be like, dang, that had to be a rock off his truck. It sounded like it danced across the top of me. Ugh. That sounded nasty. What was I saying? Oh, talking about silent breakups, it was in the conversation of it, made me realize how many silent breakup friendships I have had. And it also revealed to me why I move the way I move when you don't message me back in a quote-unquote reasonable amount of time. Because I do think that there's a standard of time to respond to somebody, even when life lives. Writing back a month later is wild to me. But I think it also bothers me because the very thing and people can be like, I am so busy, but I can't respond to you, but I see you on social media. And it's not just, oh, you commented on somebody's post. You got a whole, and I'd be like, okay. And that's why I look at that the way that I do. And I'm just like, this is interesting. This is very, 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 very interesting. And so I'm just like, okay. But it's like, as you talk about stuff, you find things. PMJ was talking about bitterness this week, and we're going back to Jonathan's son who got dropped. And the question at the end of his sermon was, who dropped you and who have you dropped? And I was like, I told Mama, I was like, I have to sit in this because I want to go and apologize to the people that I dropped. And the thing about Jonathan's son was that he wasn't even bitter that he got dropped, because if he hadn't, if she wasn't trying to save him, he would have been dead. So it's like, I'm either dead or I'm crippled. Two different perspectives, but I also got my thoughts on this as well. But I'm just like, okay, here we are. So she's trying to save him. She's running. She dropped him, and now he's crippled. But if she hadn't tried, they was gonna take him out. And so, can you manage in the cripple season of your life? or are you going to complain? Because I have complained in some of the crippling seasons of my life way more than I should have. It's like, Lord, why I got to go through this pain? And whatever your ailment may be in that moment, it's like, golly. All right, what we're not about to do is that this morning. Baby, y'all just don't care about me this morning. All right, you stay in your lane, please, and thank you, because I can't see you how I want to see you. But let me get over. God, give me here. I prayed this morning. I'm going to pick y'all up later. Bye. So let me just tell you, I was so happy when she was like, you have lunch from 12 to 1. Baby, I said, okay. I'm like, I'll be back for 12:50. It's going to be 12:55, but I'll be ready to go for 1 o'clock. And so I was able to run home and make Mom a sandwich. And so I wasn't telling Mama anything, and she had no need to like watch me on Life 360. She's like, all I heard was the tires screeching in the garage. I don't know why my tires sound like that, but they do. And so I was able to make her a sandwich. She was like, you can put it in the refrigerator until you leave. I was like, Mom, I literally have 10 minutes or less home. I just wanted to come home and make your sandwich. That's all I wanted to do. So I was able to get that done, and we needed a full-length mirror. So I grabbed mine off the door, and I may swing by the studio and pick up my standing one. But it ain't gonna matter because it's gonna be an angle regardless. So I probably won't go by the studio because it's gonna be a full day today. So yeah, I'm just happy that I was able to do that. And now I'm headed back. I'm gonna be back for 1, but I gotta be careful. I was supposed to do 2 things when I got to the house, 2 other things, and I didn't do them. I need to make banners for soccer, and I need to make a flyer for a daycare. I actually need to reach out to my other ones. I think I'm more so nervous to reach out to my other one because I know that they are both government funded, and you're like, how does that play? You don't know. But I may just go ahead and reach. Only thing they can tell me is we not doing such and such this year or whatever. So I probably will go ahead and do that. So yeah, I'm just happy I've got to do all of that. So I will pick y'all up a little bit later. Bye. Baby, who feels all of their age is me. Baby, why Chick-fil-A trying to... I got a $15 balance on my Chick-fil-A. Can I gift that to somebody? Because, baby, y'all, I'm old. I'm getting older, and I feel it. Shout out to teachers, because the way student council was setting up almost the majority of the day today in the auditorium with us, which caused me to have to break down and reset up in the morning. I don't want to do it, but I did have fun with the meta glasses. It's me trying to figure out what's the balance, because I remember them saying that it would be skewed one side. This feels almost like it's balanced, but I do think I have 2 cameras. I really haven't looked into it. I was just like, let me see what this field looks like. But I am excited for, like a quick moment behind the lens, no pun intended. Now that, minus the fact that it is in portrait, I like it. I like it. I don't know how long the battery will hold because I only did, there's a 3-minute limit. I only did maybe 12 minutes worth of video, because I would hear it doo-doo and I would like, hey, start it over again. And then I was doing one while I was driving because my bro, I saw him on the bus with him. So I knew what that was going to give me the feel of, but I'm just like, I would love to take them. Ooh, how do they do in low light? That's what I don't know. I would love to take them to like, we have this walking Christmas lights thing, Piney something. I don't remember the name of it right this second, but I would love to take it there and catch the walking experience from my POV. Now that, but I was also telling Mom, this would be great for content creators that are doing their outfits. Like, you go into the dressing room and you do your outfits from the glasses because you're looking at what you see, because you would normally have your phone, you're missing what your phone is covering. I think that would be like the sweet spot of all of that. So I'm just like, But the way my knees hurt right now, I'm just like, what is going on? I told mom something. I'm gonna take some more pain meds. So I'm about to go to the house. We're having turkey wings, smothered turkey wings. I should have put rice in the rice cooker before I left. Oh well. I'm gonna do some instant rice. Knowing her, she's not finna eat much, but she got class tonight, so I need to set up her computer and the light. I actually could just do my ring light in the living room and have her good to go. While she does all of that, I can go get ready for bed, because baby, 5:30? Nah, I ain't used to it. I am not used to it at all. That's why I'm like, kudos to our educators. That's the thought I did not finish, because student council was setting up for the majority of the day. Then they have their event or whatever they got going on 5 o'clock today. And I'm like, so this teacher legit is putting 12 hours into a school day. And I don't know what she got to do before she get there. I don't know what time she woke up. I don't know what she got to do when she get home. I hope she took off tomorrow. But I'm just like, sheesh. 12 hours at the school is a lot. But kudos to our sponsors. They do what they do. Baby, our sponsors are seasoned. And so, cause I'm like, I needed a 2:30 nap today. But here we are. Just unfolding this thing called life. I wonder if I got enough time to do a video tonight. I might. I don't think I have enough content to do a good chunk of a vlog. So I'm like, just wait. I told mom, I said, let me block off my Saturday calendar, because I don't think I go until 6 p.m. I was like, let's cut this thing off. Cut it off. And then my sis was like, I know you said you wanted to hang out Sunday. It's okay if you cancel. I was like, thank you for giving me grace. This be the hard part of the year, where it's like, I want to show up for my friends, but the way the calendar be looking, and you try to be respectful, like, I don't want you to come over, because I got friends that'll be like, oh, I'll come over while you're editing and we'll just chop it up while you're editing. But that means I'm not looking at you at all. So like, I mean, I'll turn and look at you every now and then, but it's different than having all of my attention. And I had to learn that the hard way, because you got to learn. Some people need the attention, like eye contact attention, and when you don't, they don't feel like they had the time with you, and you be like, I gave you my time. But no, it was you gave me your halfway time, and so it'd be like, okay. So then I'm like, I know what I gotta do. I also know what it's gonna cost me to do what I do. And it's just like all of the things. So yeah, I'm probably gonna shut y'all down right here. I'll pick y'all up tomorrow, because yeah, I know I don't have enough footage to have anything worth anything. So I'll pick y'all up tomorrow. Good night. Bye. Good morning. Happy Friday. I mean, we made it. This has felt like a long week. And yet I am so grateful for the Lord carrying me through. Baby, my knees stay in a different store. You know you getting older when you what I put on them. This sweet ginger vapor rub, baby. Before I slid my pants, I'm like, oil them up, baby. And I should have brought it with me, because let me do a bathroom break and just oil up one good time. Girl, feeling like the Tin Man, Jesus. But we are making it. I didn't leave as early as I did yesterday, because I ended up waiting 15 minutes, almost 20, to get in. And I was like, it ain't no point. So yeah, I was like, I'm not, but I got up at the same time, and I was able to. Well, I'm currently moving files over on my computer because I backed it up. But I was like, let me just go ahead and double back. That just got done. So that's done. Then I made, what's this thing? What is this? I did it's like a Chick-fil-A breakfast bowl. So that mom can put hers on a tortilla with cheese, or my cheat code is I'll get her to do a tortilla. Slow down, Brittany. Back up for 1 second. I would typically do these in bulk. I did not do these in bulk because I didn't have the time for them the extra time you needed to make sure everything is nice and crispy. So I did a smaller batch so that we could have breakfast this morning, and I think it's one left over. But I won't put cheese on hers when they go into the freezer. I'll just do the chicken nuggets, sausage, and tater tots for her. Put it in the freezer, and then the morning that she wants it, she's just warming up a tortilla, put cheese on it, put everything on top, roll it, eat it, call it a day. In order to cut on some of my carbs, I cut out my tortilla because I don't have any more of my low carb tortillas. And I'm just like, bruh, starting off with 45 carbs in just a tortilla is wild to me. So I was like, okay, we're just gonna eat it as a bowl. So that's what I'm doing. Last day of pictures for me, and then we have a makeup day next month. I'm trying to see if I want to go ahead and release the images. Okay, here's my better question. Because they are so hype, this is their first year doing drape and tuxedo. Because they're so hype about the picture, I wonder if I rush myself to give them their pictures now versus when they're supposed to get them in January, if that will result in me having more sales because it's fresh on their mind versus not being. That will also incur some additional. I would have to tag in the editor because it's the holidays for me, which is also a nasty cost when I'm already like, if I don't do sales, I'm not making anything. And I just can't, I don't know. I can't validate that right now. This is when but see, when you tag in an editor that you know, let me not speak for nobody else. I be wanting to send them an extra tip. I be trying to take and consider what life has on their plate. I don't know. Maybe I should just ask and see what they say. I think I'm also sensitive because although they're not younger kids, that don't mean nothing. I don't know. But yeah, that's where my mind is. Because they're like, we got to wait till January to see these. And I was like, yeah. And see, what's different about this time is that they're actually seeing their image in real time as I take them versus typically I'm not letting them see because we're trying to get more kids through quicker. We got 2 days this time and they're trying something new. You want to make sure you look right. Because I mean, I'm trying to figure out how would I feel with a drape being plus size in high school. And it's like, you feel a little bit naked. Because a couple people said it. And I was just like, you covered in the back. So I don't know. But we're going to see. I'm going to see what my yearbook sponsor says. But I'm just like, okay. So I got to reset up today, y'all. But did I tell y'all about what's the name? I did record on the meta classes. Hey, girl, hey. I did record on the meta glasses, and the only thing I don't like is that everything is vertical. And sometimes I just want a good horizontal shot. Like, just give me that wide shot. It's like I'm trying to hear. But I'm still going to include the footage when I do edit all of this together. But I'm just like, okay. So that's that on that. I will pick y'all up at some point. Hopefully I do get a break. I can run home and make mom's lunch. I wasn't going to do it today because yesterday I knew I was stressing over not making her sandwich. But she's going to have a chicken burger for lunch. And I'm also trying to give her more independence while being at peace for myself because she can go from the walker to the stick. And if she's going back to work on Monday, then I need to get her up a little bit longer today. I really want to beat her up. I really want to get her up tomorrow when I can be there and see how she actually moving before I even say if she's going to church on Sunday. Oh, how we go from the kid to the parent so quickly. But I know she's gonna go back to work on Monday. But I also know that at work, they're gonna take care of her and make sure that they bring all the files to her and all the other things. And I got eyes and ears everywhere. So that part has me being like, yep, we good. So yeah, we'll see. I hope that y'all have an amazing Friday. Bye. So I'm reading a book called The Path Out of Loneliness. And his question of what's your definition of success? Why is this question like making me think hard? But also, it's one of those questions that I want to pose to other people that are like in my field, because this answer is going to be different for everybody. Sometimes we're in a moment where it's like, oh, I made it to this point, I feel successful. Oh, baby, we got you. You look at people that are further along than you are, and you're like, oh, this is a battle for everybody. So now I want to enter that question into the chat and the conversations that I have of like, what does success look like for you? I actively want to have those questions that make you think, but start a good conversation that then has the potential to take the conversation other places. I absolutely love that, because even with what I'm doing now, okay, I'm not in my favorite place right now just because it's costing me to be here. And because of that, I also see how I'm not showing up how I started to show up. And it's like, no, Brittany, if you are going to finish, you are going to finish well, and you're going to do what you need to do. So that's where I am. But it's not as enjoyable to get up and to do it when you don't want to do it. But I'm like, how can I make an impact where I am in this moment, even though I don't want to be here? Brittany, oh my gosh, I didn't realize I was doing 85. All right, slow down, girl, because you ain't late. I was going with the flow of traffic. And so in that, I'm just like, make an impact while you're here. Because baby, the way my girls beat up on themselves yesterday, it was painful for me to hear, like, gorgeous girls. Oh, that's just ugly. That's disgusting. I know you did not just say that you were disgusting. Like, and I'm just like, bruh, to see, I would love to check in on them in particular in about 10 years. Yeah, 28. Yeah. That's what I would love to do. And I'm just like, bruh, I cannot let you talk about yourself like that in front of me. I don't know if I should go past this truck. I feel like I only got a half a mile, but then I got a deep. Yeah, let's just chill out. I'm trying to gauge how long my on-ramp is. That's an off-ramp. That's an on-ramp. Whatever ramp, the ramp to off-ramp to get off. Oh, I should have got in front of him. I bet you going to the truck stop. But yeah, I'm just like, you're not gonna talk about yourself like that in front of me. And you are gorgeous. Like, who told you that? It made me want to swing on a few of them. And it's just like, who told you were ugly? Who told you were fat? Who told you that your nose was whatever? Because I want to be like, baby, they lied. Your nose might not have been their preference. Your size might not have been their preference. But you're gorgeous. Period. All right. I needed that pep talk for them. Because I'm not playing. Shoot. I needed that. I'm not going to let you. I'm not going to let you talk about yourself like that. Period. Baby, we are. Hey, Trey. Hey. You have to blow at me like that. We're on our way back. Finished these yearbook pictures. I had a really good conversation with my sponsor, though. I feel like she heard my heart. I got respect for her, and that's what I was telling her. I got mad respect for you. The rest of this, it's totally different. I was like, and it's not worth it. Like, even with me wanting to get the pictures edited, I have not been making my money. I have not been making the money that it will cost to do this. So it's a risk. You know who I did not consult first? Lord, is it worth it? Let me, I'm sorry for not coming to you first. It was a thought that I took and I ran with. And I've had 4 conversations about it, but I did not have a conversation with you, Lord. I'm sorry. Let me know. I'm gonna recoup my money. Dang. I apologize. Well, because baby, I've been talking about it and talked about it and did not talk to him first. Who is this? My outfit would be dark suede. Blue suede shoes is all I heard. I ran home and mom was like, I just ate lunch. I just ate breakfast 2 hours ago. I'll be fine till you get back. I said, okay. So I threw my pizza in the air fryer. I'm gonna have to switch it up and just buy cheese prosciutto pizza and add my pepperoni on it because I always add more pepperoni. Baby, I'm gonna have to add my pepperoni on cheese pizza because the seasoning that they have on that cheese pizza is not on my regular pizza. So I'm like, okay. I'll jump in front of you. Let's go. So when I get home tonight, I really need to commit about 4 or 5 hours to editing last weekend's pictures because I got to prep to do this coming weekend's pictures, and I am already ready for my Sabbath. If I could Sabbath on Sunday and Monday, I would. Part of me wants to take off Tuesday, but because I got to drive Miss Daisy next week, actually, ain't no wrong with it. Let me take next Tuesday off too. Let me block that on the calendar. And I'll just prep to wake up, have my quiet time, take mom to work, and come back home and just chill. Just kick it. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. I have a girl on my team today, and she's like, you have a song for everything. And I was like, I do. She's like, me too. But she knows more modern things and I know more old school, so she don't know my songs and I don't know her songs, which makes this even better because we'll hear the word and we go totally different directions, which is the best thing about it. Plus she got more country twang songs than I got in my repertoire. Like I got some from high school, but I don't have too many. Baby, all I got is Tennessee whiskey for real. I don't have much cowboy country. I don't have much country in my back pocket. But it has been a good day. Plus, did I tell y'all? I didn't tell y'all. I have recorded it for TikTok. One of my girls this morning, or let me just throw this in there. Maybe not, because I think I was more so talking to them. One of my girls come in this morning, and I'm testing my camera to make sure my lighting is how I need it, because I switched up a couple things. And she was like, I got something for you. She's like digging in her bag, and she brings me some gluten-free Oreos. Y'all, it's the fact of, we were talking about, she added me on TikTok, and she was like, I saw your video about celiac. And so that's all she had said. So this morning, like, I realized she is the snack girl, which is so cute because this was me in high school. Like, I'm grabbing the snacks for the people. That's what we did. And so she's like, I have something for you. Y'all, she got me a whole thing of Oreos, gluten-free. And I'm like, okay, let me not cry, baby. The picture that I took while I'm trying to prep while holding my Oreos is the face of it all. It was all of the things, like all of the things. One, thank you for seeing me. Two, you didn't even have to, girl. Gluten-free Oreos are high already. So now, me being me, I'm like, can I cash app her for it? Because it's, thank you. And that was like $7. And you got it from Russians too, girl. But it's, thank you for seeing me. That thing right there had me crying this morning before 8 o'clock. I said, shit. Golly. So that thing started my morning off well. I'm like, and so I told my sponsor, I was like, she brought me Oreos. I was like, she's like, that's her heart. I was like, I can tell. Now I want to slide the $20 and just be like, thank you. Maybe I should give it to my sponsor and tell my sponsor that I can do that. Brittany, let somebody bless you. But she already said she took off work yesterday to do something else and whatever. This is just how I be thinking. I need to upload them other pictures. Father God, in the name of Jesus, help. Get me on the other side of done. Edited, complete. I got something in mind though. I do. I love you, I do. Oh no. Oh no. What we breaking for? Oh, she's breaking. We're not breaking. Cool bean.
Y'all, look what came in today. Shout out to my mom. Oh my gosh, it was my gift for 365 days on YouTube, and I am so excited. I did not realize it was going to be this size. 2,079 pieces. I really want to put this together Monday or Tuesday. I probably will not wait. I'm going to see how long it takes, but I also want to enjoy because life has just been busy and I want to enjoy. I'm excited.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Saturday. Let me bring y'all back what happened 14 hours ago. That was a horrible rewind sound. That ain't it either. What's a rewind? Okay, I needed that laugh for myself. That don't sound no better. I feel like Binya from Gullah Gullah Island. Yeah, we quit. Let me bring you the oh my gosh, Lord, I needed it. Okay. Let me run you back 14 hours. I don't think I picked y'all up. Oh no, I'm lying. I did pick y'all up because my Lego came yesterday. So I recorded that. That was it. We had already finished. I finished yearbook pictures, and we are at the point of I make it home. Now, I'm covering what mom handles plus what I needed to handle. So I knew that everything was like on a time schedule. I was like, time management matters in this moment. But I had bought these end tables, and them bad boys broke down so bad. Not broke down, unput together, disassembled, unassembled, one of them words. And I wanted them for today. And I was like, the fact that it's this many pieces is what's making me be like, I don't want to do this. So I think I changed the bedding on both beds, and I started a load of laundry. Yep, that's what happened. But I couldn't get cool. Like, I was just hot. So I was like, I'm going to sit down and put the table together. Actually, did not take long. Watch the podcast while I did it. All the things. All right. Next game plan was to go change the 2 light bulbs that I saw that were out or dimming down. So I'm doing all of this, and then it was time to make dinner. I'm unloading the dishwasher while I'm making dinner because I plan on putting it back in there. Dinner is made. We're sitting down to eat. We finished our sermon that we were watching while we eat, and mom hears bubbles. And I was like, bubbles? What you mean bubbles? I walk into the washroom, and there's water all over the floor. And I was like, okay. First line of action. I was like, let me call my big bro. Because in my mind, I'm already processing. I know he has a shop vac. I know another person that has a shop vac, but I know I would have to go get it and then come back, and I'm thinking about all of the things, okay? I got one more person that's from church that's closer in distance to me, but I've never heard them mention the shop vac at all. Like, it's my mind processing everything in real time. All right. So I called my big bro. He was like, I'm on my way. I was like, cool beans. I remember that I bought that. Remember I went to Home Depot that day to get that shop vac, and girl talked me down to getting the cheap one. All right, so I get the one that you just sit on top of a bucket. I happen to have a bucket. Like, I ain't even got to run to the backyard. It's 2 buckets sitting right here. I dump everything out the bucket. I put the thing on it, and I'm just going to town. I open the garage so I can let my big bro can just step in. Because in my mind, it was like, I really just wanted to be like, hey, can I come get your shop vac? But I also know he gonna be like, what you need a shop vac for right now? And I'm just like, I ain't got time to do. So let me just give him all of the facts right now. And he can tell me what he could do, because I have it bad where I want to be like, oh, I'm asking too much of this person. Bruh, just tell them the facts and let them figure out what they're gonna do. Cool beans. All right. So see that the water is now coming into the living room onto the hardwood floor. All right. I was like, I don't even know what to do. He was like, where is it coming from? I thought it was coming from the sink. It was actually coming from the washing machine outlet part. Water was just gushing and it wasn't stopping. And I was like, okay, so he stops the washer, unplugs the washer, that stops the water. But there is buku water still coming out of the wall. And I'm just like, okay. So something tells me to move my shelf that has all of my paper supplies. I slide it. The boards are already curling. I said, okay. All right. So mom is trying to get me towels because I got towels on my side, towels on her side, towels in the garage. I go get the bigger ones in the garage because we had just put them out there because I was like, I ain't going to keep these towels. What we need this many towels for today? All right. So I see mom walk towards the corner. I was like, if you don't go sit down, because one, your foot cannot get wet. Two, if you fall, do you know how I feel? Now, I slid one good time. Thank God I slid to my hip, like the good thigh meat, and not anywhere else, because baby, it would have been a different story. I already told y'all, my daggum knees have been hurting. And I was just like, okay. Baby, them knees held me up so that I could squat and suck up water. At one point, I just got on my hands and knees, and I was pushing. I had some kettlebell weights. I'm pushing the hardwood floor to suck it up. And so then my big bro handles the washroom. I'm handling the other side I'm handling the hardwood floor. We're meeting in the middle. And every time we step on the threshold, water is gushing. And we're just like, okay. And so I was like, He's like, you got a fan? I was like, I got my fans at the studio, like my blower fan that was more direct from when I had water from the air conditioner there. He's like, nah, use the one that you already got. I was like, but just use what you got. Baby, we got, he's like, you can just plug the little fan up to a thing. Baby fan that I carry with me on the ground, towards the threshold. Big boy fan towards the curling wood. And I'm just like, okay, we'll call, what's the name in the morning? We'll call the plumber in the morning, and we'll call insurance in the morning, and we'll see what this process looks like, and we'll be prepared for whatever. But it was just like, what the heck? And it was just last week that mom was like, the washer is backing up into the sink in the washroom. And I was like, okay. But then also the thing that my big bro was telling us is that the newer washing machines, when they start clogging, they'll automatically shut off themselves. And so mom had been talking about a new washer and dryer. Baby, I already know where her mind is going. So then she over there looking at floor, because I'm like, if we go new flooring, I just saw one of my friends has flooring that looks like tile, but it's actually laminate. And I was like, if we go there, let's go there, because hardwood floors, like, they're so delicate and finicky. Like, the way I be mopping, I gotta make sure that my mop is almost dry. Otherwise, you risk buckling of everything. And I was just like, okay. And so it was a early morning and a late night. Mother's calling. Hello. The downside of me trying to have everything, I had to reset for yesterday or the last 2 days. So I pulled my pop-up tent out of the car. I bet you I need that for today. Or I feel like I'm off my rocker and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But she's just gonna have to run to Wendy's and change and come on back. Just when I started singing hymns last night. Because, baby, your grace and mercy, it's brought me through. That it has. That it has. That's going to be a good day. Oh, a plumber did come out. Did I say that? A plumber did come out. But we need a drain tech. And every part of me wants to put in the neighborhood page because I know we got some plumbers in the neighborhood. I just don't know how that's gonna look for. I don't know how it's gonna look for insurance purposes. Be like, we cashed up him. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'll pick y'all up at some point today. Oh, the mosquitoes tore my tail up. Like, I didn't get bit like this during the summer. 4 bites in a 35-minute session. How rude and disrespectful. My client is already at the studio. Sweetheart, I'm headed your way. I'll be there shortly. I can't do nothing about it. You early. You're 35 minutes early. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Yeah, I don't know how to respond when people ask questions that I'm like, to me it's obvious. Maybe to them it's not. The question was, why you ain't call me? First of all, you normally don't answer your phone. That's one. Two, you normally don't answer your phone. And three, it's Friday. You are normally out in the streets on a Friday. You were nowhere close to my first call. Nowhere. I literally went order of who I could call based on they would probably answer. Then proximity. Like, all of these things matter. Oh, I guess it's number 4. You don't live close to me. So, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. But me and Mom were talking about like all the house things. I personally do not remember dates, but I'm like, I need to keep a house file because I need to know when new water heater, new air conditioner, all of the things. But I was like, I don't remember dates like that when it comes to household appliances. But like, she'd be like, we had that refrigerator about. Like, how you remember? We got a refrigerator. That is not on the top of my do this in remembrance of me moments. Like, girl, that's communion. I mean, not on the top of my thing. While my sleep app was like, you got 4 hours and 26 minutes. I really thought I had more than that, no lie. It's just, told you I'm getting old. I greased up my knees and my back before I went back. Oh, I had a session and she called. She's like, her baby had COVID. So I was like, girl, I'm going to send you a promo code for when you're ready to book again. Thank you for not spreading this to me. I appreciate it. And I don't want it. I don't want it. If you feel like you sick, I am not. Because she's like, I was trying to cancel. I was like, girl, it's not going to let you cancel same day. That's a 24 hours in advance thing. I was like, I'll cancel for you. Don't worry about it. Cancel. And I sent you your deposit so that you could, I ain't send it back, but I gave you a transfer. Thanks for looking out for me and my people. Because baby, people don't care at all. At all. But yeah. Gonna go knock out these 2. And then I am done. But I tell y'all no updates. Mom called the people that we got a contract with. They did not have a plumber on call. Okay. So we can wait till Monday or we can call somebody else. So we call somebody else. They called somebody else. And I was like, okay. But it's me panicking because Mama's walking around the house on a walker. So she's opening, like, what's the word? Not opening. weak sounds real bad. But she ain't firing on all cylinders right now. If the lady need to run, she ain't gonna be able to run. Like it's these things that's in the back of my mind. So when my session said that she was canceling, I was like, let me run to the house. So that's what I did. But then as I was getting there, he was finishing on up, and I was like, okay, I hope you ain't play my mama for a fool. Oh, full circle. This is why I was like, I want to know stuff. So mom thought the drain was on the side of the house, but on the side of the house is not the drain, it's the sprinkler system. So it's like, I want to know how the house functions. Just like my bro was like, where the water coming from? I don't know. I just know the water is coming. I literally thought the water was coming from the sink. The water was coming from the drain. And I was just like, okay. So it's like all of these things that like I want to know how they function. Just so that I know. I ain't necessarily got to fix it now. If I can fix it, it'll be even better. But I told y'all, my body not built to be a plumber, so I can't fit in them little bitty holes. But, you know, nevertheless. All right, this is my next client here. I don't think she is good. Oh, that sounded real bad. I did not mean that good like that. I was trying to beat her, but I'm also early. But you know, you check to see if somebody is in the car. They were already looking at me. I didn't even have it in me to speak. Okay. Let me get out this car. Goodbye. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Baby, we are off. I am late, and I am giving myself grace that I am. I'll make sure that all of my stuff is done before run through, but I would rather make sure that my mom is good than have her in there trying to get the stuff, because it was like I was putting my shoes on and I was like, wait a minute, she hasn't worn a shoe all week. What shoe is she wearing? So then I was like, where do you want your shoes? She's like, in the washer. But I was like, you are not about to stand on the bad foot and put on the good foot. Like, no ma'am, you are not gonna do that. I was like, please be sitting down. And I'm like, this is all of the little things of just making sure. She's like, I need another sock. I need a sock. She needs to steal one of my socks to go over the surgical foot. I'm like, here's an ankle sock and here's what's that, because baby, my size 12 foot would easily handle that, but I didn't know if she wanted a shorter or a longer, and it's all of those things. I was like, please just slow down. I know she's gonna try to do it without a walker, but I'm like, you have to do your walking stick. Like, you have to, because let you lose your balance, you're gonna be on the floor versus trying to be cute and do it without a daggum stick. So hopefully she will listen. I got her friend picking her up, and I'll bring her back home. And yeah, yesterday was that moment of being like, I'm so grateful that I don't have to do this by myself. These are the moments where community matters. And I'm grateful that it was literally a phone call and I'm on my way. And I literally had to stop and be like, let me say thank you for that. Because there are moments, and I promise you, when our moments feel so big, it doesn't feel like thank you is enough. I'm the one that's like, I want to do something for them to show my appreciation. But I already know. And so it's just trying to get them to understand how much you appreciate. Y'all, I get to redeem myself from the Veterans Day failure session this coming Saturday. And I was just like, okay, let's go. Like, all of my batteries are charged right now. New charger in the at the studio. The only one I'm waiting to come in, and I realized it was on back order, was the one for my car. But then I also got a new outlet charger, like no games played for any of these moments. So it's just like, we're not playing. That we are not. It is about to be a tight service today. Not tight, a stack service. It's youth choir plus praise dance plus baby dedication on top of regular service. So I want my transitions to be tight, but I woke up even earlier this morning. I beat my alarm clock. I woke up even earlier this morning, had my quiet time, had me some good worship sets, forgot that I was singing loud. I was like, Lord, I'm over here singing real loud, acting like I forgot that everybody ain't up. Got my prayer up. We're gonna walk into church and do what we gotta do. Serve how we need to serve. I had sent the production sheet to my sound engineer, and I was like, "How are you today?" He was like, "All is well." He asked me, and I was like, "Let me give my honest answer." I was like, feeling every bit of my age while pushing through. He was like, "Same." I was like, "It'd be like that." I do realize that sometimes we need is the permission the word? I'm gonna say permission. Sometimes we need the permission to be like, it's okay. It is okay for other people to have that same power. Same power. They just messed me up because I ain't want to park right here. I still want to turn around, but I'm not. I'm gonna stay. All right, bye. Look who I got with me. I'm about to say y'all did see her because I did record a video at the place. But she had been in a car in a minute. Oh, you mean you hadn't been in a physical car. I mean, you haven't done a car chat with me in a long time. Because who kept asking? Oh, Vaughn was like, is Mama okay? It's like, Mama is good. She's back. I got driving Miss Daisy duty while she recovers. So we about to go to the house. She's hoping just for a week. We're gonna see what it really is. We're about to go to the house. I want to take a nap so bad. Maybe I can. Dinner is easy. Yeah. So I may be able to. Just gotta shut my mind off. And then come on Saturday. Man, church has so many moving parts to the point where I felt a little bit bossy. And I'm just like, but we got to make sure these lines are tight. Like, because it was the younger girls dancing today, and it was so many of them. I'm like, we got to get these movements down packed. And there was a couple lags, but I think all in all, it was a good flowing surface. So I can't complain. I only had 2 mic movers, and then I see the other one sitting on the front row at church, and I was like, we over here looking for him, but we got it done, and that's all that matters. They were really cute. They were very cute. They were very cute. I was like, kids, it don't matter if kids can't sing. Their cuteness shine before their voice shine. You'd be like, I'm just proud of the baby. But both of my lead girls were sassy today. Ivy had her hand on her hip the whole time she sang, never came down. I was like, baby. And then when Kendall was in practice, I knew she knew that she had all of that. She's like, I'm going to go into my falsetto right here. And I'm like, okay, girl, do what you do, falsetto. Her fake voice to do a high part. I'm just like, do what you do, baby. Do what you do. So we got it done. I'll tell you that in a second. And so, yeah, it got done. I'm happy. And yeah, so I'm going to come back to y'all because I'm closing out the vlog today, and hopefully I'll get that posted tonight. And yeah, I'll see y'all later. Still fresh. Yes, we will. Bye. Y'all, let me close out this vlog. So I posted a video yesterday about capacity versus capability, and Mom was reading her book study. Y'all, hold on, pause. I have almost finished well in the women's class. Now, y'all already know this was my first one coming from young adults into the women's class, and this 35 to dead is a big age group. it's just I don't know. I don't know. I'm proud of myself for almost making it through. If I make it through this class on Wednesday, because the Lord says so and the creek didn't rise, I'm going to be happy. I don't know if I would necessarily want to join the women's class on this next one. I really want to do the online class. Um, but I can say that I finished well, which is the title of this book. But mom was reading her lesson and she was telling me about the part. She was like, it's about capacity. And I was like, girl. So I can't wait to dive into this week as we close it out, because y'all already know I am serious about my rest. I am serious about making sure that you're okay. But we oftentimes don't talk about that rest in church. And so I enjoyed the segment that she read to me, because oftentimes in church we are running hard, and oftentimes, I feel like I've said that so many times, we see people's gifts, but we don't see them. And they are what makes their gift amazing. And if they're well, they can serve well. And so I am a big component of seeing people and allowing people to take a moment when they need it, and not because they have broken. Because they have broken. Not because, what's the right word? Not because I don't know how to properly word that. To see them before they get to a place where why does that sound wrong? Yeah, why does that sound wrong? But I'm trying all of this to say, I want to see them before they hit that point of hurt. What did I say the first time? Broken? Maybe broken should have been the word. I don't know. I hope you get what I'm trying to say. People need rest. Rest is important, which is why Sabbaths matter to me. I would rather you take care of yourself so that there's not a moment where you have to get sat down by the Lord because something major is going on in your life. And so I was like, can't wait to dig into that. But it's just like how it all aligned, and something else had capacity on it today. I was like, okay, I see what you're doing there. But yeah, I don't have many clips in this vlog. I say that and watch it end up being like a 40-minute vlog. But I'm throwing in some, should I do it separate? So I have content from the Meta glasses. I don't know if I want to throw that in on a business thing or if I want to give that to y'all in this vlog. Okay, let me throw a snippet in and then I'll do a behind the business. Yeah, let's do that. Because I think it's cool from my POV of the setup, but I think it would be cooler for somebody that cares about photography. You'll see like my setup and even me doing that first picture. So yeah, I'm gonna do a behind the lens on that. But or behind the business, either one. So yeah, I'm closing this video out. Let's do one unfolding thanks, because I mean we're here. How can I slow down and truly be present today? How can I slow down and truly be present today? Although today started earlier than I normally start, but it was because of all the things that I wanted to make sure that I was prepared for, even though I was slightly late for church this morning. I made it before run through started. My slow down moment happened when I was able to like sit on the couch and just lay back. Like I wanted to take a nap, but I didn't. But it was just a moment of sitting with my mom. And it's just being together. Like our being together in this moment looks different because I'm caring for her in this moment, but I was able to be present. Let me tell you my other slow down moment. Remember when I was supposed to be giving stickers to people and my stickers didn't come in? Was it only October? This might have even been August Unfiltered. Maybe not. But it was a couple months ago and my stickers didn't come, but I had taken my little pass along notes to church, and there was a young lady behind me who had been there a couple of weeks, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna give her this note, and I'm gonna tell her to have a great week. And so I did. And she was there today. And she's like, you remember that note that you gave me a few months back? She's like, I will look at it every day. And I was like, okay, Lord, I see you. But it's those moments. She's like, those words hit. And I was like, sometimes you just have to do. In those moments, we won't see the seeds that are watered. But you got to do your part and plant those seeds so somebody else can come right along and do the watering. And I think those are the moments that I know for a fact that I will not see half the kids that came through children's ministry over these last 20 years. I'm not going to know updates on everybody, but I pray that they know that I love them, that I prayed for them, that I cared about them. It was even the moment today one of my kids was like, "So when are you coming back to teach?" I was like, "I'm sorry, baby, I'm not." I was like, "Oh man." But I'm like, at least I made an impact, and I pray there's something that I say even when I got on him, because he's amazing. He does not realize that he is such a leader that everything he does, somebody else does as well, good and bad. I'm just like, dang it. But I just try to motivate him to be a good leader on the field and off the field, in the classroom and not. And it's just like, okay. So that's how I slowed down and was truly present today. I will, what I'm gonna do, y'all? I don't know. We start another vlog tomorrow. I want to do my typewriter tomorrow. Will it happen? I don't know. I know that I won't be able to do it in one sitting. That's what I do know. Because 2,000 pieces. So I also need to set it up in another space so that I won't lose any pieces. I need to figure that out. But I know I got a couple of shirt orders that I need to do as well. So I don't necessarily want to set up right there. Or I can cut this set up. That's what we need to do. I need to update the website. Thank you for the orders that have been coming through. I was like, not y'all supporting me like this. I appreciate it so very much. If you made it this far in the video, what are we dropping? Because I feel like a pumpkin in my orange. Drop me a pumpkin in the comment section. If you have not hit that subscribe button, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Join us in the fold. We would love to have you here. We're on our way to 500 subscribers. And yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow or sometime this week for another video. Y'all, Vlogmas is almost here. Like, almost here. I need to figure out a new intro song. I need to take some pictures. I need to do all the things, but we'll get it done one way or another. Love you. Bye.